Hi, I'm Michael, and I've been selling baked goods at the farmer's market for the last 14 years, up until I was diagnosed with cancer. And I would like to share with you everything that I know about how to have a very profitable side hustle at the farmer's market. I do it by selling baked goods. I do very well at it. I would still be doing it if it wasn't for cancer. But today I want to share with you one of the items that I sell. It was one of the first items I sold. I sold apple pies. The very first item was apple pie, but second was pecan pie and rhubarb strawberry pie. Pecan pie is really good. I'm going to share with you a half of a recipe because it makes 5 pies. And I can usually sell out of 5 pies. I don't necessarily always sell out of 10 pies. And I'd rather be short than over because, they do kind of keep well for a day or two, but after that, they get thrown out. So we're gonna start with the crust, and it's basically a half a cup of butter, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, and a half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna mash this up. Get that sugar and salt incorporated into the butter. Almost there. Okay, then we want to put 1 tablespoon or 1.5 tablespoon of milk and 1 egg yolk. I have no place to go with the egg yolk, so let me get a little bowl here. There goes the egg white. So we got the egg yolk in there. Put that off to the side. Mush this all together until it's kind of sloppy looking. And as you see, you can just do this with a fork. You don't need a mixer or food processor. This is very low tech. And then you add in 1 cup of flour, and you're just going to stir it around, do a little bit of chopping action. Try to incorporate the flour and the butter together. Until it starts coming together. It is okay. Are we getting there? Almost. Here we go. Okay, just a little bit of dry stuff on the bottom. Get that incorporated. And it's starting to form a ball. That's the point where we want to stop. We want to wrap it in plastic wrap. Let's get a piece of plastic wrap out here. Just scoop it all up. Get all the crumbs and press it down. Okay, and there you have your dough. It is an all butter dish. It's very flavorful. People, for some reason, do not like Crisco or margarine, so I always use butter. It's more expensive, but they're willing to pay for butter rather than margarine. Keep that in mind. So while that's in the refrigerator, refrigerator chilling, it needs to chill for about an hour. I also do it overnight, so I'll make it the night before, and then it's ready to use the next morning or afternoon when I'm doing the market. So I'm going to clean up here, and when that's ready to come out, I'll show you how to make the pecan filling. It's been an hour, but before I take out the dough, I want to show you how to make the pecan filling. It's super easy. It's a 1/4 cup of sugar, quarter cup of brown sugar, 1/8 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 1/2 cup of corn syrup, let's get it all out of here. Come on. That's good enough. And then we have 1 whole egg. And 1 yolk. Get it into the right bowl. There we go, 1 yolk. We don't need the egg whites, so. And then you just, before you do it, 1.5 teaspoon of butter. You just beat it until the butter kind of comes part of it. And then we have 3/4 of a cup of pecans. And we'll chop them up really well in this thing. Okay. We've got a nice fine mix, as you can tell. There we go. Got the lid off. That looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to take these away, get them out of the way. Can we do this all in one? I think we can. And we'll start with the oven. Got the oven warming up. And here's the dough. Unwrap it. Okay. And then we need some flour, dusting it. Okay. Okay, it looks like we have some air pockets, so I'm going to redo it. Do a little bit of kneading first. Okay, we'll start all over again. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Oops. Good thickness. And I bought these rings before I literally have to cut them out by hand. But I bought these rings probably within the 2nd year or 3rd year, and you can just pop them out like this. Looks like we'll need to do one more. That one looks a little thick. That one looks like the right thickness. And just put it in the little tins. The tins that I got when I was buying the pies at Walmart, they kind of disintegrated after a couple of years, and I went off and bought another tin, but these tins are slightly bigger. They're not as shallow, so you get more filling in them, which is good. I like that. But it also used up more filling, so I wasn't getting that side is a little thick. There we go. Wasn't quite getting the yield that I was used to. There we go. So I went from like 12 to 10 pecan pies, and that was it. And that was it for all the pies, actually. They just all kind of got smaller or bigger. And I also upped the price for them. And this one I'll have to use some trimming on. Okay. Let's see if we can get that in there a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this one's a little thick too. Dough also likes to shrink, so even though you got it to the right thickness you think you want, it sometimes just pulls up and shrinks. So, and the oven is ready. Do it like that. Okay. Okay, and get it into the corners nicely. Okay, so we've got our things, and now we've got our filling, and I want to give it a quick stir before I start filling. In case anything sunk to the bottom. There we go. And I like using a little measuring cup to help me scoop it out. Put a little bit more in that one, a little bit more in this one. Get all that goodness out of there. These are super sweet, so I've not met a pecan pie that's not super sweet. And then for the pecans, I just take a tablespoon, sprinkle it over the top. And it appears I have a little bit left over. Let's put a little bit more in each one. Okay, and we can use this for the next batch. And I just take my finger and poke the pecans around, like so. And last one, and then we'll just nicely distribute them, and they go into the oven. And there you go. Now, again, I like to tell you the prices of this so you know how to do this. So for the batch of pastry crust, it was a total of $1.10 just to do the crust. And again, we're only doing half of it, so it's like 55 cents. But for 1 cup of flour, it's 12 cents. For half a cup of butter, it's 75 cents. 1.5 tablespoons of milk is 5 cents. 1 egg is 15 cents. And the sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar is 2 cents, and half a teaspoon of salt is 1 penny. As I said before, half of it for the pecan pie. Now for the filling for the pecan pies, it's 2 eggs, which is 30 cents. A 1/4 cup of brown sugar is 12 cents. 1/4 cup of sugar, another 12 cents. And then The pecans were $1.13. Didn't quite use them all. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, again a penny. Half a cup of cornstarch is 40 cents. The vanilla is 2 cents, and the butter 15 cents. So the total comes out to $3.55, and you times that by 6, and then you divide it by what you get, which is 5. So you'd sell these at $3.40. I actually sell them for $4 because pecans seem to have like a premium attached to it, and sometimes I'm not getting the pecans as cheap as I normally do. So I do sell it for $4. Kind of makes up for maybe underselling some other items, but people kind of view, again, pecans as a premium, so they're willing to pay the $4 for it. So heads up on that. But while those are baking now, I'm going to do a quick cleanup. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we now have them out of the oven. They've cooled down so we can handle them. And all that's left is to package them up. And again, they pop out fairly easily. One more bag. Okay, so sometimes this happens with pecan pies, is that a little bit of the thing goes around the edge here, and we need to release it. There it goes. And there you have it. You've got 5 little pecan pies. Sell these at the market for about $4 a piece, so that's 20 bucks here. So in conclusion, the recipe is down below, and please hit like and subscribe to show me how much you love this. And I hope that you make lots of money selling these at the farmer's market. So see you next time. Goodbye.